Tizo? Since Volfred disappeared into the Shimmer Pool after the Liberation Rite, Tizo has been in a rather sullen mood. You can imagine why. Apart from the Lone Minstrel, he has known Volfred longer than anyone among you. Just then, the Lone Minstrel joins the both of you. It had to be this way, Tizo. I trust you understand. Tizo indicates he understands, though it does not make him less sad right now. I understand in turn. The little imp runs over to him then. They hold each other tight for a moment. Volfred is now in a position to fulfill his plan firsthand. 90%. It is an opportunity which he did not expect to have, yet I am certain he shall take. Though I do understand the sense of sorrow at the thought of never seeing him again. Tizo coos plaintively at this. Take heart, Tizo. We may all see each other yet, and if the stars decide we cannot do so in this life, then we shall do it in the next. Is that not so? Tizo manages a smile. That is better. Then he turns to you. Thank you kindly, reader. It is not my role or in my nature to play favorites in all this, and yet I must say, it gladdens me that Sandalwood is soon to make his mark again upon your land. Tizo likewise wishes Volfred well in his return and long thereafter. That sounds more like the Tizo whom we know. Now, let us see if we might find something to eat at this late hour. Tizo heartily concurs with the Lone Minstrel's suggested course of action. Begging your leave, reader. Sometimes a late night walk out of the cold is good for Tizo's spirits. Until the morning, we are grateful to you for all that you have done for Volfred. He has regained his freedom in the Liberation Rite. They head out into the dark. Volfred, the one-time leader of the Nightwings. You wonder just what sort of impact someone such as he may have back in the Commonwealth. You know full well his loss among the Nightwings is going to be felt, even as the plan of which you are a part comes that much closer to fruition. There's not many of us left. A drive imp, a worm knight, and a bog dweller. Well, we'll do what we can, and one person left to free. It is daybreak. You are to set forth now for the Ridge of Gold, for what appears to be the final time. And thereafter you shall return here, for one last exile's final chance at liberty. Well, this is definitely a lot faster. Oi, mates, look at what ran into us again! You kicked us down before, but now we're gonna pay you back! You know, I gotta say, I kinda like your style there. Come right on crashing into us like you ain't even care. That's pretty good. Keep telling my mates here we ought to do the same. Yeah, alright, Barker. I just didn't see you there. Apologies. Kinda respected that in a weird way. Well, we're going all the way down. All the way down to the Ridge of Gold. We have an option for Hollowroot or Blooming Pool. Tizo thinks it's a faster route, leaving you with more time for your vocations. And Bertrude believes this is the faster route. Okay. I guess sometimes there are only a certain amount of people left, and the options you have aren't the same as you would have if you had all of them. Of course, not to venture far from the Black Wagon today. A foreboding feeling stuck with you since your arrival on the lonesome lands of Hollowroot. Some of it spread to others in the group. Tizo does not like being here right now. This knight's skin crawls with much anxiety. You decide to focus on pursuing your vocations until the Black Wagon is ready to move on. our final mentorship. To our final max rank, Sir Gilman. You and Sir Gilman review what observations you have made thus far about the various triumvirates you have confronted on your journey. He has keen insights about some of them. This knight is the epitome of indomitable spirit! He has achieved the culmination of his training. How wonderful a feeling having nothing left to learn, Master Reader. Nothing whatsoever. This knight highly recommends it. I can imagine so. A double slash. That's quite cool. But that one is also quite cool. Instantly returning Gilman. That's pretty cool. In fact, I think it's the cooler one. Thankful is this knight that our adversaries for the most part are much braver and less shameful than the Pyre hearts. Them he misses not. Well, sometimes we literally go up against the Pyre hearts, so we'll see how that one goes. But it won't be long until it's time to face Orlek again, and that's when we run up against the real challenge. Hey guys! Say, what are you guys all doing back there? You know, it's not so bad here. I was thinking I got some pretty good stuff. I think you ought to check it out. Well, we don't have a lot of money. But can we get something under 36? That's another quickness. Let's grab it. Now we have a whole bunch of buffs for the final liberation rite. If I can remember. Quickness and presence. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Let's go. After making all the necessary preparations amid the rolling hills of the Ridge of Gold, you and your companions await the commencement of the rites. It is quieter even than usual at the onset of such events. Lone Minstrel appears, bearing some sort of news. I have checked, and it appears as though the pirates have not yet arrived, Regis, sir. There is no sign of Sir Deluge or anyone. Their sigil is not set either. If what he says is true, and your adversaries are not present, then you presume the rite cannot commence. However, the stars themselves don't indicate you are mistaken. Is it time for Orlek again?
The Commonwealth, your home. Today it is aflame. Much like a stack of books. Aflame because of you. Because of your outlandish plan. Not that you care. Not that you shall live to see this place again. Your attempts at revolution shan't succeed. Though by all means, keep trying. As for myself, I shall enjoy presiding over these remaining rites.
The rite is set to commence, but your adversaries they have failed to show. We take this for an act of acceptance rather than cowardice. It would seem the rites have nothing left to offer them. Indeed. As the rites are drawing to a close, some of the triumvirates we have met, perhaps they are beginning to decide the stars are not worth heeding any longer. Sir Deluge, you wonder whether he would give up the rites like that. He lacks in courage, that much is certain, though his desire to prove his competence did seem to spur him on. In any case, we have begun the ceremony here, and so I ask that we end it.
Go on. Tizo. Sir Gilman.
What is going to happen?
Fine.
We take no pleasure in snuffing at the flame disowned. If it must be.
Lo, even your adversaries have abandoned you. And it is done. The Nightwings prevail by default. Not that
sounds
their
super exciting.
adversaries even care.
Tizio is disappointed to have had to end the rite this way.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes. May misfortune find you ere the turning of the stars.
No one speaks further of the Pyre Hearts back at the Black Wagon. Everyone is instead preoccupied with the rite that is to come. Tizio can scarce believe that this is to be the final opportunity to liberate one of your own. The stars always shine with truth. The ending of the cycle of the rites is now upon us. He looks over to you. Please look forth, reader sir, and see this for yourself. You may well surmise where we are going next. The others turn to you as well. You turn toward the wagon's door. You know what you shall see out there. Now, however, the time has come to face it. The dim and fading light of the final star still pierces through the darkness, demanding your attention, guiding you toward the end point of your path. Well then, one final time. You are summoned to the Fall of Solium for your 7th and final liberation rite. Thus shall the cycle of the rites be ended for an age. You sense that, if the rite shall ever commence again, it shall not be during your lifetime, or that of any of your companions, even the longest-lived ones. The stars reveal to you one thing more. The adversary whom you shall face shall be Orlek. Already he has crossed the Scribe's Gate, and awaits your arrival. If the 8 scribes created the Nightwings in their own likeness, perhaps it is only fitting that the Nightwings should, in the end, be forced to face themselves. It is a shame that we should have to confront Orlek in the end. Our goals should have never been at cross purposes. I am surprised that this is what the scribes desire. For now, it may be best that you recover until dawn. Regain your strength as best you can for the coming trial. Rest well, reader. The group disperses as exhaustion sets in. At dawn, you fly to Mount Elodiel to make a final effort to achieve your plan and get somebody home. But who? Kinda wish it didn't click so fast so I could have seen what it said in the stars. Would have maybe seen any information on Orlek? Maybe not. Either way, the final battle approaches.
Foolish reader, your so-called friends, you are accomplice to their hateful plot. They are exploiting you. You shall never have your freedom.
By dawn, you are already up and about, after a troubled slumber. The Black Wagon is prepared for its final voyage to the Fall of Solium. No one speaks. As you lift into the skies, the lone minstrel raises his voice, cutting through the somber mood. Reader, a certain olden ballad comes to mind just now. I think it may benefit this circumstance. Perhaps it may help to pass the time along our flight. Would you mind very much if I were to play this song for the Nightwings? You urge the young minstrel to play his ballad, so that all among you might hear it. He begins without another word.
When the stars align, the rites shall come to bear. Illuminate the signs, the exiles shall be there. the same, but three shall be as one. Freedom in flame, the end has just begun. Strength may break our own, but twisted make upgrade. Together on their own, the journey shall be made. The journey shall be made.
Touched down amid the quiet solitude of Mount Elodiel to make a pilgrimage to the summit for one last time. There, one last liberation rite shall soon commence. There, one last exile shall regain his or her freedom. All others shall remain to carry out their sentences here in the downside for the remainder of their lives. And in the Commonwealth, the plan of which you are a part shall either come to fruition or shall be suppressed. After having landed, you join Tizo on an expedition to the Monument of Molten Melith for what is likely to be the final time. Hello again, great-grandfather. I have come to ask again of a favor, please. My friends, they wish to all return to freedom. I was hoping you could help them just this one last time. I understand they cannot all go home, that this is beyond even your power, now that the Titan stars have spread across the night. Yet by your leave, I wish to help them this last time. They are my friends. They are my friends. What else is there for me to do now, save to help them? Soon, he is finished. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as the Molten Melith has shown you favor. At dawn, you shall begin your last ascent. For now, your vocations may occupy what little time you have to spare. 3 glory for Tizo. And for once, I can no longer privately mentor. And something valuable seems worthless, so let us study in private. You find a relatively quiet clearing to study the Book of Rites with undivided attention. Through greater understanding come the reader's influence. Hope, quickness, presence. We need to master these things first. You attune yourself to the strange and mystic properties of the Book of Rites, embracing such as possible that which cannot be explained or truly known. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. You gain the reader's influence, tenacity. And so we go. Finally. Here in the great heights of Mount Elodiel, you encounter a messenger imp sent to deliver you the latest news and rumors from the other side. You learn this imp was personally sent by Volfred himself to fill you in on all the latest happenings with him since he was liberated at the fall of Soliam. On arriving in the Commonwealth, he was taken in with open arms and soon offered a seat among the Justices of Peace. He admits that he was quite taken aback by everything at first. But he of course refused, stating his belief that the traditions of the Commonwealth had been corrupted over the many years. Such remarks put him in real danger. The next moment, however, he was whisked to secrecy and safety by his sons and daughters of the Revolution in a daring raid. The Commonwealth claims he perished in the Brazen Act. Now, Volfred continues his work to find a way to bring home all the rest of you, and to transform the Commonwealth according with his plan. He closes with a message to you all. Have faith, and we shall prevail together in the end. You thank the imp for bringing you this news, which gets all your companions talking. Glory be to our companion Volfred! Though he may be a traitor in the strictest sense, this knight and all of us do know his cause is just. Tizo is very excited, knowing Volfred is alive and well back in the Commonwealth. unsurprising. From all our years, we know him for a stubborn sort. His will cannot be shaken. May the scribes keep watching over you wherever you may go, sir. Even if the rites themselves shall cease, ere your plan is achieved in full. The news of Ulfr's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with resolve. The messenger imp accepts a small bite to eat from you and hurries away. Your companions gain +1 hope for the next rite. Good luck, Wilfred. Now the final question. Which one of us will be the last to go free? You stand before the scribe's gate with your companions. The gate guardian is there as ever, but you sense something different in her. The exiles of the Nightwings. We shall not meet again after the coming rite. Tariq and I, it shall be time we take a rest, I think. Greetings, Celeste. I would tell you that the Nightwings are prepared, though this time I am uncertain anyone amongst us feels thus. We have a duty to uphold, Tariq. And then what, Celeste? And then nothing. Not for the rites or us. Not till the dawn of a new age. Now, Nightwing, step forward. Please state your names and what it is you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one, your fellow exiles approach her, now with sureness in their step. Tizo believes that his ancestors are watching over the Nightwings and seeks to live up to their legacy. We are called Big Bertrude. We seek to fulfill the plan of Sandalwood, for we are fond of him and his beliefs, and then to go about our business. Sir Gilman of the St. Dominion at your service. This night's never-ending quest for honor shan't end here, yet first he has a noble duty to uphold. Finally, you step forth once more. You, a common wanderer who longs to regain his freedom, and who managed to come this far with his group. The gate guardian observes you for a moment, and then motions past the archway, toward the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Except for you, Tariq. You stay right here. I thought you said... The rites are not yet ended, Tariq. He looks to her, then over to the rest of you. Pardon me, everyone. I shall be there when the stars align. The gate guardian and the lone minstrel remain together as the rest of you depart. You have gained the summit of Mount Elodiel for the 7th time, the final time in which any one of you shall have a chance to leave the downside. The Beyonder Crystal seeks you. Sandra? Thank you for visiting on such short notice, Reader. I understand you have important matters to attend to. So let me be blunt. Please, listen for a moment then. I know this whole affair is coming to an end, all of it. I sense the binds that formed the rites becoming weak. Which means soon you will not need me anymore. Not that you have needed me at any point, but still, my services will not be of any further use. I would love to tell you that this means I shall be free from my eternal prison. For some of my Beyonders it shall be a release. My accomplices are bound by weaker words than those which have bound me. They shall fade away, I think, and finally rest. I, however, shall remain. She hesitates for a moment. Thus, I have a proposition for you. I do not know where you shall go from here, but I ask you to take me there, wherever it shall be. By that I mean, take this stone prison of mine and keep it. Do not just leave it, as all your predecessors have, each time their stay among the Nightwings reached an end. Soon the Beyonder Crystal shall serve no use at all except to keep me trapped. I am content to remain thus, for I have little choice, but I would prefer to do so in your company. For I do enjoy your company, Reader. This may not be much of a compliment, but I assure you that I much prefer your company to an eternity of solitude. I have no wish to see you gain in years and to eventually decay, whilst I remain unchanging. But I should rather have more years whilst having contact. Even if those years are to be brief, they shall afford me many more in which I might think back upon our times. Nor do I expect you to accommodate my needs, for I am well aware that I have my limits in accommodating yours. That is to say, I wish you to go forth after this night and live your life however you see fit, for your own sake. May all this rights business enrich your coming day somehow. And in considering that life after this night, if If you think that there may be a place in it for me, however small, then once again I simply ask that you take me along. That way, should you ever wish to visit me again sometime, you could. I would like to have that as an option more than not. My request there is a selfish one, for there is little I can offer in exchange, other than what little my companionship is worth. Perhaps I could lull you to sleep once in a while. Who knows? You could always try to sell the Beyond Crystal for a reasonable sum somewhere, or something of that end. There must be someone out there with an interest in this thing. So then, you've heard my sad little proposition. What do you say? I would never leave you behind, Sandra. You grasp the Beyond the Crystal and set it into the folds of your clothing. Sandra senses this and makes a sound, as though surprised. Thank you, reader. She's at a loss for a moment, then. Let us go, then, from this place. Go, and face your last remaining adversaries. May you crush them under heel and achieve the outcome which you seek. I believe you shall prevail. She disappears into the stone, for now. And I will keep it with me. And I will bring her out. When the revolution is final. Let's go say goodbye to Falcon Ron, at least. Hey guys. I guess you probably heard the big news, huh? Yeah, I'm going out of business here, I guess. Just hasn't been the same, you know, with the stars all fading out and stuff. Anyways, just wanted to say, you guys are great. And I'm sure I'm gonna miss having you guys as customers and all that. But I got some good news, though, too. All my stuff, it's on sale now. And I'll throw a little extra there just for you, okay? So, enjoy. And maybe I'll be seeing you guys around, okay? 5% off! Yay! Sorry, buddy, I have 1 coin. Wow, that's a plus 20. I can't really do anything about that. However, I'm pretty sure I would have forgotten these if I hadn't gone in here, so probably was a good thing. Well, I guess maybe I should pack it up for the day. Alright. Let's use these buffs. Let's see about presence for Bertrude. And let's see about quickness for my 2 little speedy boys. 29 and... I mean, Tizo's already fast, but if we buff him, this quickness maybe even make his... I don't know if that buffs his flying, or if quickness is impossible for him. Who knows? Who knows? Either way, this is it. Us versus Orlek. The Nightwings versus the true Nightwings. You have gained the summit of Mantalodiel for the 7th time. Very few stars remain above to light your way as you await the commencement of the final liberation rite. The old minstrel finds you clutching the Book of Rites, seeking there perhaps some bit of wisdom that has eluded you thus far. Reader, we may not have a chance to speak again after this. I may have to go. I wish to say that I am grateful for having made your acquaintance, and I shall remember you with fondness. I wish you well this night and always. Go forth with glory. Then he looks up and he extends his hand in friendship. You clasp it. You see, Tizo has joined you. All your companions are there with him, in fact. Tizo wants you to know that he has the utmost faith in you. Reading one. Thou art both wiser and less irritating than most others of thy kind. We have learned something from thee, and we are grateful. Master Reader, it has been this night's greatest honor to have served with you. Let this be our most glorious stand yet. You look upon your fellow exiles, your companions, with whom you have withstood the downside and with whom you shall now conduct this final rite. Begging your pardon, but my time has come. We shall see each other soon. He departs. After this night, the outcome of Ulfred's plan, the plan of which you have all been a part, shall be decided, one way or another. For now, all you can do is strive to prevail against your final adversaries, so that one last companion may go free. You rise to join your fellow exiles as the last remaining stars ignite. Let us stand together.